Welcome to the One Verse Devotional Podcast. My name is Matt McCarrick, and my goal is to help you grow closer to God through one verse every day. Now let's dive in. Hello and welcome to the One Verse Devotional Podcast. My name is Matt, and you might be asking yourself or wondering, hey, you haven't been around for a couple days. You've missed a couple days. This has been the first podcast, I believe, since Monday. And we're going to talk about that. But before we do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and share our one verse for today. It doesn't exactly deal with the reason why, but I think you can see where they connect. And there's a great takeaway from today's one verse. And I didn't plan this at all. I'm going to read the one verse and then I'll kind of explain some stuff and we'll connect the dots a little bit. It comes out of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11. And our one verse today says, "Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing." So I've missed a few days. Why? Well, honestly, the last 2 days have been just because of sheer craziness. It was a pure scheduling thing. My wife is starting a new job and been in some extra trainings. And so I've been at home more watching the girls, and, a 2 and 3-year-old, they don't really care when daddy says, "Hey, can you be quiet for 5 minutes so daddy can record this?" So the last 2 days have been just sheer scheduling craziness and trying to find the time. Tuesday, however, was for a different reason. Tuesday was kind of a rough day. Tuesday was difficult. And I'll be honest, and I hope I can say this, I kind of posted a little bit about this in the Lightbearer community, our Facebook group, just a little bit ago, but I just wasn't feeling it. I was actually a little frustrated. I've had some prayers that I've been praying for a while, some deep, deep prayers. And then I've had some recent prayers, and I was a little bit frustrated about that I felt like maybe God wasn't really hearing me or answering them. And it just kind of all came to on Tuesday, and it was kind of a rough day. And so honestly, I wasn't feeling it. And it's really hard to turn on a microphone and lead, 500 people into a devotional when you're just kind of in the back of your mind, like I don't even feel this today. I'm just frustrated. I'm a little upset with God right now. I struggle just as much as you guys do. And in some ways, probably even more. And some days we just don't feel it, do we? And Tuesday was one of those days. And so I guess being a little bit vulnerable today, but I hope you can relate to that. We have to be honest that sometimes life gets to us, okay? But that brings us to our one verse for today, because it says, "Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up." I appreciate the private messages and the text messages and some comments on Facebook and in the Facebook group and things that you guys have given me, checking in with me, making sure everything's okay, praying over me as I did for you on Monday, telling me thank you for praying over you, all sorts of things. That's so encouraging. And so I thought it was funny that after having a few rough days, to come back in the very first verse that was already on the schedule that I didn't even realize was this one: "Encourage one another, build each other up, just as in fact you are doing," is what it says. And you guys are doing that. And so I want to encourage you, I guess no pun intended there, to continue to encourage others. Because you never know what someone is going through. You never know what's going on behind that smile. We never know what's going on in someone's life. We never know what they're struggling with. We never know if they are getting ready to throw in the towel and give it all up and walk away from whatever it is, from their relationship with God, from their marriage, from their job, from just life, right? And I believe that a word of encouragement, I've had a few people randomly give me, just out of nowhere, some encouragement lately. And that's been such a blessing to me. And I just want to challenge you to always have that spirit of encouragement, that we would build each other up. I got to tell you, if we have Jesus in our heart, we should be the people as light bearers. This is the whole point, of being a light bearer. Maybe not the whole point, but this is one of the main, reasons that I'm so passionate about us being light bearers is if anyone should be encouraging and building others up, it should be those who have Jesus and his love and light in our hearts that we should shine out and encourage others. I want to say thank you to everyone who's reached out to me to say, hey, I'm praying for you. Hey, I want to give you this encouraging word. Hey, thank you for what you've done in my life. Thank you for what you mean to me. All that is so encouraging and has built me up. I appreciate that. And then I want to challenge us all that we would have the eyes of God, that God would open our eyes, that we can look past the facades and the masks that people put up, and we can see behind that we can read between the lines a little bit and say, you know what? They said this, but I heard some pain in their voice, and I want to build them up, and I want to offer some encouragement. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. We all need a little encouragement, don't we? Thank you for encouraging me, and I hope that I can also be an encouragement to all of you. Have a great day.